You're tuned to 91.5 KSQM Squim.
KSQM went on the air on December 7th, 2008. It was the dream of founder Rick Perry to establish a listener-supported non-commercial community radio station in Squim.
What I envisioned was, number one, that this could be, in case of an emergency, this could be vital. An FM radio station, especially FM, because it stays in your area and doesn't skip out at night like the AM station. See, certainly on everyone's mind at one time was earthquakes, and there's all kinds of things that can happen. So there needs to be a way to get the information to the public, and what to do, and etc.
Right.
And the second was to provide entertainment to Squim that was specific to Squim. And so I did an informal poll, and that came up with 40s, 50s, and a little bit of the 60s. That was the population. That's what these people wanted to hear.
You know, we are a nonprofit organization, just like 100 or more others in Clallam County, but with a difference. We actually are the mouthpiece for all of the other nonprofits in Clallam County, and we get this information directly to the listeners, which I think is a pretty big job. It's a pretty big responsibility. I think we do a pretty good job of that. I like to say, since we are a listener-supported community radio, and that really is the difference between KSQM and a commercial radio such as KONP, we're listener-supported. We wouldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do this without listeners, and we couldn't do it without volunteers. The volunteers are giving of their time. The listeners who can't give time, some choose to give money, and those contributions keep the lights on, and so on and so forth. We were one of the largest, and I believe still are, one of the largest volunteer organizations in Clallam County. We have over 80 volunteers right now. This radio would not continue to broadcast today without the volunteers.
And we are an all-volunteer organization, which impresses me so much, the dedication that people have, and they come in 24/7 to this station and devote their time and their resources to keep this community radio alive. When I think of KSQM, I think of the word preservation. We are your lifeline in the event of an emergency. For me, it's about preservation of the people. Not only preservation of the great music we play, but it's about the people and saving lives.
On November 8th, 2013, KSQM went on the air with substantially increased power from its newly dedicated transmission tower, the John Wayne Memorial Transmission Facility located in the Blue Mountain foothills. It brought the city of Port Angeles and beyond into its coverage area.
So here's to the Tower of Hope. Thank you for coming into Port Angeles, into our lives, into our homes, and being our friend 24 hours a day. And we're very happy that we can be here today to commemorate this. So wonderful. Good job. Well done. Thank you so much.
In starting here at KSQM, I started asking the volunteers, why are they here? Why do they volunteer? And I'll tell you the number one answer was to save lives. And I'm so impressed by that. If I can just save one life, my time here is worth it.